We are back, and it's that wonderful time of the year. It's 2020 playoffs for baseball. Some game ones have already happened in the American League. My predictions are not going to change. I'm going to start in the American League. I think I'm going to take Tampa Bay in the first round over Toronto. I think Toronto can sneak a game in there. I'm going to say Tampa Bay in 3. I just don't think Toronto's ready yet. They're young, they're inexperienced, and their pitching staff isn't one to be desired. Tampa Bay, I'm not really sold on them. They had a great record. They have a good staff. They have good pitching. I just don't think that lineup is as good as it's performed. But I'll take Tampa in 3 right there. Cleveland, New York. It's another one of those series where it's a little bit tough. It's a swing series. If New York's healthy, they're really good. Cleveland staff has been really, really good this year. When I look at it, I'm going to take Cleveland in 3 here as well. Anything can happen in a 3-game series. Any team can beat any team in a 3-game series. This is going to be a weird first round. I'm only doing first round right now, and it's really going to be tough for a lot of these teams, especially the favorites. The favorites, this is going to be a tough one because the pressure is on them. If you lose game 1, there's not much to fall on. You get into a slump. You get a couple guys in a slump at one time. People have some 0 for 12s, and all of a sudden you're 9 innings away from being eliminated, and it's not a good situation. Oakland, Chicago. This is where I'm gonna get a little bit crazy here. I'm gonna take Chicago. I'm gonna take Chicago in 3. The White Sox in 3. I believe they did win today, but I made this decision prior to today's game. Chicago in 3 games. Oakland lost one of their better players in Matt Chapman, but I don't think that's going to be the only reason why they lose this series. Chicago's going to have the electricity behind them. They got a young staff, but a pretty decent one. Giolito went 6 innings of perfect baseball today. Your starter gives you that. There's not much to hate on. Minnesota, Houston. I'm going to take Minnesota in 3 games. I was hoping it would be Minnesota in 2 games, but Minnesota happened to choke in the 9th inning to Houston, and to everybody's dismay, Houston ends up taking game 1, and they're 1 win away from the division series, which is what we all don't want to see. Minnesota their pitching was fine. They got shut down in the box, and that's why they lost today. Walking in the game or the go-ahead run in the 9th inning isn't a good strategy for a win, but starting pitching wasn't bad. They just needed to get the bats going. Donaldson being out for this Wildcard series is not good, but you're gonna have to deal with it. Next man up, just like every other team. Let's go to the National League now. Things get a little more interesting here for me on my bracket. I got LA in 2 over Milwaukee. I don't really think there's any team in baseball that could keep up with us. I would hope, at least. There's one team that I'm worried about in this playoff run, whether it's National League and American League, and I'll get to that in a second. I think LA takes Milwaukee out in 2 games. I'm not sold on Milwaukee. Both their best the best arms out of the rotation are hurt. The lineup is weaker. The only thing they may have on us is the bullpen. It just depends who you ask. They got the better closer for sure, Josh Hader. But Craig Counsell likes to throw Hader out in the 7th inning and expect him to get a whole lot of outs for a save. So he's going to burn out. It's a 3-game series. That LA lineup averages like 5 or 6 runs. It's a meat grinder. The Dodgers lineup is a meat grinder. There's no weak spots, 1 through 9. Especially with the DH, it just adds to pitcher stress levels. You walk Seager, and all of a sudden you're facing a hot Turner. You walk Turner, and all of a sudden Muncy's getting hot. You walk Muncy, Pollock's been good all year. It's just even if you sneak by the first 4, Will Smith has been probably the best catcher in the league since he's been healthy. It's been tough. It's a tough on pitchers. The Dodgers lineup is tough on pitchers. If they continue to hit that way, there isn't anybody in the league that can beat them. San Diego, St. Louis. I'm taking St. Louis in 3 games. Having your number 1 and 2 guys hurt is not good. Lamet is a maybe, but it's an elbow injury, and elbow injuries they like to be extra cautious with, especially for pitchers. It doesn't look like Clevenger's going to be able to make it back. They got Chris Paddock going game 1. He's been awful this year. They got Zach Davies going game 2, I think. And he's been pretty good, but I think St. Louis is more experienced. They took out a good Atlanta team last year. And I think that St. Louis pulls this one out in 3 games. Atlanta, Cincinnati. So this is where I'm probably going to receive some hate. I'm taking Cincinnati here. I think the Natty is a scary team. I think Cincinnati is the biggest threat to the Dodgers in this postseason. For me, it gives me the same vibes that the Washington Nationals gave me last year. And it's just, I don't like the way their team is rounded. It's very, very good. It's a very good team. The rotation is one of the better ones in the league. You got Bauer, you got Sonny Gray, you got Luis Castillo. That's 1, 2, and 3. That's a 1, 2, 3 comma right there. It's just that lineup can be devastating. That rotation can be devastating. If they all get hot at the same time, that's 3. You're going 7 innings, win a 1-run ball. That's a scary team. Their lineup is very, very powerful. I think Cincy takes this one in. I wouldn't be surprised if Cincy takes it in 2. Atlanta's pitching staff after Fried is really weak, in my opinion. No Soroka doesn't help. So I think Cincinnati can take this series from Atlanta in 2 games, and that's what I'm going to go with. Cincinnati in 2 games over Atlanta. Chicago, Miami, I'm taking Chicago in 2 games. Miami's here for a reason. They got here, they played well. Their bullpen has really surprised a lot of people. Don Mattingly has proved that he's a very, very valuable coach, and I've thought so when he was with the Dodgers as well. But I don't know if they're ready to be here yet. If they shock the Cubs, it'd be crazy. It'd be utter madness. I'm going to take Chicago in 2 games here as well. I just don't think that Miami has the lineup strength to compete with the Cubs. Cubs pitching has been decent. Kyle Hendricks and Yu Darvish have been really good this year. But other than that, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys want me to do a division series prediction as well as a full bracket, let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, comment what you guys think about this video. Who's going to win the World Series this year? And I'll see you guys next time.